I already know the lighting sucks ass, okay? I'm trying to make up for it by making the audio at least sound good, so hold on. The audio just started. I am talking so that I can line up the audio with this video. The audio has now started. Okay. Hopefully the audio sounds better now. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. I'm human. Look at this outfit. These shorts. I'm gonna look back and be like, that's horrible. I think like a year and a half ago, maybe more than that, I don't really know, I uploaded this video of my vinyl collection, which I'm sitting in front of, and it's awful. I'm awkward, my hair. What the heck? But I've gotten a lot of records since then, and I am now, I think, less awkward. So we're gonna redo it. In the last video you saw I had like this shitty Amazon record player. Not cutting it. Since I got like kind of serious into collecting records, I was like, I should probably get a better record player. So for Christmas, my parents, I'm lucky enough, they got me a Audio-Technica record player. It's amazing. I love it so much. My boyfriend gave me speakers. Don't really know what they are. Don't care. They sound great. There's a sub and then two regular speakers. I'll show you my setup. I have like signed CDs, Funko Pops of musicians that I like, a cat, like piggy bank, but it's a cat, and then a picture of Tyler Joseph flipping off I don't know who. But yeah, that's my setup, and there's two little ducks. The last time that I did this, I had like 61 records, and now I have 84. And I have a fuck ton on the way. I believe my collection is now worth $2,800, and it used to be worth $2,000, so let's get into it. I don't want to talk about it. The 1975, No Sonic Conditional Form. I have the picture disc. I have a tattoo for a song that's on this album. This is the 1975 Face Down EP. I think there's only like 4 songs on this, but I just listen to it when I want to cry, and I just like to have it. What Roman numeral is this? Is this 4? I don't know.
Yes, that Roman numeral is 4, you dumb piece of shit.
The 1975, another EP by them. I think there's also only like 4 songs on this. Being funny in a foreign language. I love this record so much. I know a lot of people did not like their Notes on a Conditional Form, the previous record for this one, but this one, amazing. I think they did like a really, really good job. The vinyl's also just gorgeous. This is the Urban Outfitters one. Somebody's falling down. How does it go?
Someone's falling down and I got fucking sawmill stuck standing there like a bunch of dickheads.
This is the only Ariana Grande album I have. Thank you, next. It's a clear vinyl from Target. This album's called Never Before Seen, Never Again Found by Arm's Length. They're a really, really good band. If you like Heart Attack Man, you would love them. I got this when I saw them live last year. Bad Sons. Mystic Truth, Standard Black. Language and Perspective, this is the yellow vinyl. I think this is my favorite one by them. Disappear Here, this has a very special place in my heart. Standard Black variant. Apocalypse Whenever. I have not listened to this enough. I need to listen to it more. There are some really good bangers on here, like Silently Screaming is currently my favorite, and Baby Blue Shades is just amazing. Baby No Money, Good Luck, Have Fun. This is like, I don't know why I bought this, but I have it. I barely ever play it. The Beatles, Abbey Road, never played this. I just want to have it because I'm a music tech major, and I feel like as someone who loves music, like in general, I'm obligated to have it. For those of you who don't know, Blackbear is my favorite artist ever. I've printed out pictures of me and him because I'm weird. And I have a bunch of Blackbear vinyl on the way. Like, he did all of his records, all of his albums and EPs, and made them into vinyl. And I think I got almost all of them. So we'll go through what I have. Anonymous, absolute banger, no skips. There's no features on this album. It's just Blackbear. Gabby, if you're watching this, love you. Go follow Bearonimus on Instagram. Dead Roses. I have a tattoo for this album. first ever Blackbear album I really became obsessed with in 2015. Banger. Digital Drug Lord. Everyone knows this album. If you don't know it, why are you still living under a rock? I sang Do Re Mi on stage with Blackbear in Chicago. So I don't listen to this that often because I still cannot listen to Do Re Mi without crying. And I know it's awkward crying to Do Re Mi because who cries to that song? Me, apparently. But we all know this album has no skips and it's a banger. Everything Means Nothing. I love this album. Standard Black. Slay. In Loving Memory, his most recent album, a pop punk album. I love this album so much. I know I've seen like a lot of reviews on it and people just like in the music reviewing community don't really like it, at least just from what I've seen. But I adore it. Next up is Cave Town, 160416. I remember when this album came out and now he's like famous. It's just like a beautiful album. I think it's his best album personally. Self-Titled by Cave Town. I became obsessed with him right after this vinyl released. He only had like 4,000 followers on Twitter. And it's so crazy to see how far he's come from like 4,000 followers on Twitter to like millions of monthly listeners on Spotify. I remember when he didn't even have songs out on Spotify. It was just Bandcamp. Deer, I got this when I saw him live for the first time. There's a fish on it. Sleepyhead, this vinyl is supposed to glow in the dark, but I don't even like this album that much to spin it, let alone try to see if it actually glows in the dark or not, so I don't know. But the cat's cute. I just don't listen to it that much. I have 2 Charlie XCX albums. Crash, love this album. There's no skips on it. If you haven't listened to the whole thing, go listen to it. Great summer album, puts you in a good mood. Every song is just like a bop. I love it. How I'm Feeling Now by Charlie XCX. This is a hyperpop album she put out during quarantine, I believe. And there's a few songs on here where I can't listen to them without sobbing. I'm not even like the biggest hyperpop fan, but I love this album. You should go listen to it. My favorite songs are 7 Years and Forever. Chloe Morianda, Blood Bunny. I love this album. And I also love her new album, CD... What is her new album? Her new hyper pop album, I still need to get it on vinyl, is so good. What the fuck is her album called?
Her album is called Sucker Punch You Fake Ass Fan.
Catfish in the Bottom in the Balcony. I'm pretty sure they broke up, but this is the best album by them. The Ride's also good, but I think this is their best album. Their third album they put out, I'm not a huge fan of, but this has no skips. It's amazing. I have a few Coin albums. The first vinyl I ever got was this Coin self-titled album. I got it at a Coin show before I even had a record player. I have 2 variants of Uncanny Valley. One's not even opened, I believe. This one is from the web store. It's the Milky Clear pressing. And then this one's from Urban Outfitters. Look how fun. I have 2 Coldplay albums. This is like their most recent EP. Won't lie, I don't like it, but this was gifted to me, and I mean, it looks cool. The vinyl looks cool, so I guess I'll keep it. Parachutes by Coldplay. I've loved this album for forever. Yellow's on this album if you don't know it. Look at the stuff. No. Front to back will make you cry. DBMK, Headlights for Eyes. DBMK is a small band. They're a 2-person group. This album is just beautiful, wonderful, amazing. All the songs on here are absolute bops. I know I'm saying that about all these albums, but it's true. I only speak the truth. Fool's Antidotes. I love this album so much. This is my favorite Fool's album. I finally got to see them live because I worked their show. And they played a few songs off of this, and perfection. It's just standard Black version. I can't believe I still don't have that many the Front Bottoms albums. This is the only one that I have by them, and I adore the Front Bottoms so much. This album has gotten me through a lot of shit, a lot of trauma, and I owe them my life. I don't know why I don't have more of their vinyl. I need to get on that. Foster the People, Torches. This album has pumped up kicks on it, if you didn't know. The whole album is really fucking good, so you should listen to the whole thing. Time for my Halsey albums. Badlands, I am still trying to justify paying $200 for the Urban Outfitters exclusive pressing of this. Haven't yet, but for the moment, I have this one. If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power. I have 2 versions of this. Urban Outfitters exclusive, it's the red pressing, and then the web store, like, amber one. I have 2 variants of Manic. This is from Target. It's the violet one. And then this is like the Walmart cream colored one. When I got this vinyl, I about shit myself. Room 93. It's one of my greatest prized possessions. The one and only Harry Styles' Harry's House. I actually love this album a lot. Last year, I went on a lot of flights and a lot of trips, and I would always listen to this album while I was flying. It's a great album to listen to when you're on a plane. This is a signed Jeremy Zucker vinyl. Being honest, don't remember the name of this. It's like Love Is Not Dying or something like that.
Why do you do this shit without doing research? The album is called Love Is Not Dying, you dumbass bitch.
Love this album though. Heart Attack Man, Fake Blood. Love Heart Attack Man so much. I'm seeing them, I think, 3 times this year. I'm going to both Cleveland shows, and I'm trying to go to the Detroit show.
I actually decided to go to the Pittsburgh show at the last minute instead, and it was absolutely amazing. Love the Ham Band.
Super, super excited for their new album. This is the only one that I have right now, unfortunately. I'm going to let you guys judge me. That's okay. Justin Bieber Marvel 2.0. I was a believer growing up. I got made fun of for it a lot. But now I'm embracing it. I loved this album so much. It's a good album. I actually listened to it recently, like in the car. It's a good album. Sue me. I don't care. Lauren Sanderson, Midwest Kids Can Make It Big. I love this album so much. It's very inspiring as someone from Indiana. I'm from Ohio. Seeing her, like, make it big. And, like, live her dreams. And, like, doing music professionally for a living. And making a living from it. Logic No Pressure. This is the only Logic album I have. Don't know why. I love Bobby Tarantino 2. That's his best album, and you cannot change my mind. I know it's a mixtape, but you can't change my mind. It's his best album. Machine Gun Kelly. Bloom. I don't listen to this that much. It's probably my least favorite album by him. Sorry. This is a Love Race single featuring Kellen Quinn. I don't play this one. I just wanted to have it because I'm a nerd and a record collector.
No shit, Sherlock, I had no fucking idea you collected records. It's almost like I'm watching a video of your record collection right now. Jesus Christ.
I have 2 mainstream sellout versions. I think this is the Target one. It's gray. And this is the Walmart one. It's like hot pink. This is my favorite vinyl in my collection. Tickets to My Downfall. Limited edition Black Smoke Marble Vinyl. I love this thing so much. I have this tattooed onto me. I don't know. I just love this album. I honestly think there's no skips. It's my most prized possession. I have 2 Walmart pressings of this because I got this on my own. It's just pink. And then for Valentine's Day, my boyfriend got me the same one because he didn't know I had this one. So then he signed it. That's signed by Storm. So yeah, I have actually a very exclusive limited edition vinyl signed by Storm, my boyfriend, that you guys don't have. So obviously, my record collection is superior. This is the only Macklemore album I have, Gemini. Macklemore posted me on his Instagram and his Twitter when I saw him in Cincinnati last year, which is really cool. Maroon 5, I think that's what this is called. I used to be obsessed with Maroon 5, and now I'm not so much, but I still love their older albums. Nirvana MTV Unplugged in New York. Who doesn't love Nirvana? Kurt Cobain is so inspiring just as a human being and as a musician. Nothing Nowhere. This is just called the Nothing Nowhere LP. I listened to this when I needed to cry. I got it when I was in Tennessee last year, just at a random record store. I don't listen to Olivia Rodrigo anymore, but I have this because I was obsessed with it the summer that it came out. And I also have the singles vinyl. I don't know why I bought it. I guess I just wanted it for some reason. But yeah, I don't really listen to these that much anymore. Owl City, Ocean Eyes. This was the first CD that I ever bought. I was like 8 years old, and it was the first album that I ever really fully became obsessed with, and I would listen to front to back. Because growing up, I would only listen to like songs on the radio or like just songs on my MP3 player. But this CD, I lived and breathed it. I'm sad that this is my only Paramore album, Riot. We all love Paramore. We all love Riot. No skips. Absolute banger. This is the only Fangs vinyl that I think exists. I haven't listened to this in forever. This Phoenix album was the first album that I learned how to play straight through on the drums. And they're a French band, and I have yet to see them live, and it hurts me, it pains me deeply. And I remember I got roasted because I didn't know how to say Wolfgang Amadeus. I'm gonna get roasted again for it.
It's pronounced Wolfgang Amadeus. This is the second vinyl haul where you have yet to pronounce it right. Jesus Christ.
And that's valid. More than valid. Please roast me in the comments for that. This is Pine Grove's Cardinal. I only got this because Cavetown was obsessed with them, and Cavetown was like one of my favorite bands growing up in my early teen years, so. Small Pool was A Science of Let It Go. I think this was like the second vinyl I ever got, and I still didn't have a record player at the time, but the vinyl is beautiful. I love how he has like pink eyebrows. The one and only Tame Impala Currents. I worked his show last year in Columbus, and then I went and saw him that same weekend at a music festival in Kentucky. T Swift. Evermore. This is the red Target version. I like to listen to this in the fall. I know probably everyone does. Midnights. I have like the orange version. I know if you get all of them, this like forms a clock, but I'm not like a true Swiftie. I didn't pay thousands of dollars for a concert ticket. I'll see her live one day, just not this year. I actually have the blue one, and it's gorgeous. This is the most I've ever paid for a vinyl. $50 for 4 discs. Taylor Swift, Red, Taylor's version. I know I said this in the last record collection video I did, but when I watched that All Too Well 10-minute version short film, made me sob. And is there more to say? No. Turnover, Peripheral Vision. If you have not listened to this and you are going through a breakup and or you just want to cry, turn this on, play the opening track, and play I Would Hate You If I Could. That is bright. The motherfuckers known as 21 Pilots from Columbus, Ohio, my hometown, who have been ruling my life since I was like 13. They don't rule my life as much anymore, but they were my favorite band growing up. I wore their shirts every day in middle school, most of high school too. Blurry Face, standard black pressing. I just got this, the MTV Unplugged. It's blue. They look great. I loved listening to this and hearing them sample like the crowd and stuff. Makes my nerd music tech heart happy. Regional at best. Unofficial pressing. Got it from a record store in Columbus. I haven't listened to this in a while. I have 3 versions of Skilled and Icy, even though it's my least favorite album by them. I have the Walmart blue pressing, the Target white pressing, and the Webstore light blue. In the Webstore light blue pressing. Trench, I think this is their best produced album, in my opinion. I miss the Trench shows so bad. Self-Titled by 21 Pilots, another unofficial release. Got it at a record store in like 2019 in Columbus, Ohio. Vessel, I just have the clear pressing. I really want the red pressing so bad. I've wanted it since Vessel came out. If I'm being honest, I don't know why I still have this. Two Door Cinema Club False Alarm. I have listened to this once. I have 2 Vespertine albums. If you don't know who Vespertine is, he's a small artist from Columbus, Ohio. He does tattoos now. He's given me like 3 tattoos, I think. The Hype is Dead. Can't listen to this without crying. The vinyl looks so pretty. And then Vespertine Self-Titled. Absolutely brilliant. You should go listen to it if you haven't. Wallows, Nothing Happens. I saw Wallows at Lollapalooza last year, but I got my phone stolen at Lollapalooza, so I have no proof that I was there. If you want to hear about that story, go listen to my 3rd episode of my podcast. Shameless self-promo, and you can hear all about that monstrosity. And finally, Wargasm, A Year of War. I think this is just a collection of a bunch of their singles. The vinyl, if you're queasy, don't look at it. It's blood splatter. It's a picture disc. I have a feeling I'm going to be asked about the sleeves that I use, so I will link them down below. I need to get more because some of my vinyl don't even have them anymore. And then this little thing that holds on my vinyl, I also got off Amazon, but I would not buy it. I low-key hate it, but I spent a lot of money on it, so I will not be getting rid of it yet. Thank you all for watching. I hope this version of my vinyl collection is not horrible like the last one I did. But yeah, thank you for watching. I know I already have 1 YouTube video up right now. I have links to all my shit in the description. I make music. I have a podcast. Check it out if you want to. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.